for today's Cup of Coffee with Scream.
Make a little birdhouse in your soul.
They Might Be Giants. Went down a musical rabbit hole. If you're not familiar with They Might Be Giants, they were wonderful.
Yeah, they really were.
I think it's like they need to be the poster children for musical autism.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like we love them.
Off of that out, yeah, we do love them.
Yeah.
Sort of. Do you have that album?
Probably somewhere in there. And it's just like Gary Newman. That's what we were talking about. He has Asperger's.
Yeah.
And there are so many things. We are people that appreciate some of the neurospicy people.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the things are just very endearing to us.
Yes.
And we don't understand why they're not endearing to other people. But they might be giants just as far as if you've ever seen Elon dance. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. But their music was wonderful. Not everything has to be a damn opus. Build a little birdhouse in your soul. That in Istanbul used to be Constantinople.
Yeah.
It's just catchy, wonderful little songs.
Yes. Songs that really, at the end of the day, don't have that much depth to them.
They don't
But
need
they
to
don't.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just fun. You can bop to them. All that.
Yes.
Oh.
And we were talking about we need things like that.
We need more.
I want my MTV. My MTV. Not whatever the hell it morphed into.
I want my VH1 back.
Yeah. Well, VH1 was
Fuse.
it was an offshoot of MTV.
Uh-huh.
And there was nothing else like it. And it was great at that point in time. It was great.
Mm-hmm. I miss Fuse.
Mm-hmm. I loved Fuse.
When Vivo was a thing, damn it, that helped a lot because, you could find a lot of shit on Vivo stuff.
And now I'm not aware of any kind of something like MTV or Fuse or anything as far as finding new music. And I sure am not going to listen to this shit that they put on the radio. It's horrid. If I listen to radio, it's going to be classic rock. Of course, we don't have a lot of selection in this area.
Yeah, no. No, we don't
Never
have a lot of
have.
selection.
No.
Listen, I can get down with... I can listen to Sabrina Carpenter a little bit, but I willingly, most of the time, no. If it's on the radio, I'll let it play. Whatever. But, like, her music, the subject matter, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Right. And I think that a lot of people have reached a level, and people's like, there's no bottom to depravity. Yes, there is. People are tired of it.
Yes.
This is why build a little birdhouse in your soul.
Mm-hmm.
To do something to lift people up. But as far as, every now and then you will, like YouTube or someplace will have a recommendation or a suggestion, but it's nothing like MTV or any of those places like that.
No.
Spotify, it's just the audio, and maybe we've missed it. Maybe there is some kind of video music platform that we're not aware of.
Maybe. I know, like, Tidal used to be a thing, but that was mainly for, like, R&B and rap artists and shit like that. But it was also a subscription thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, sorry, no. Not paying money to watch a video.
Right.
And I get it. That's what people used to do with cable and shit like that, But, like, no.
Right.
No, it's bad enough I have to watch ads on YouTube.
Yeah. Because they've got a ridiculous price. And I understand they need money to operate. I get that.
Yeah.
But the way that they're doing the ads where you can't skip them now, and you feel like you're being held hostage.
It's like some of the content creators put those ads on their videos too, where you cannot really skip them.
Yeah.
It's like, Well, that just makes you want to watch your content less.
Yes. Yes. And especially when it's these ridiculously long ads.
It's like YouTube Premium is way too damn expensive.
Yeah.
Don't want to pay for that.
And I will tell you this, even with that, I have seen people are buying ad space for music videos. But what they're doing is the sound on the videos is so low that it's ridiculous. That ought to be illegal. That ought to give the people their money back because they're not getting what they paid for.
Right. Well, that's the thing that I've noticed on YouTube a lot is the fact that their ads, the audio on them is not. It's not regular. You either got ads that are blasted, that are literally so loud that you got to turn it down, or you can't hear jack shit.
Right. Now, see, in radio, there used to be, who knows? I mean, it's been a long time. It's been 25 years since I've been out in radio. So a lot of stuff has changed, and not for the better. But it used to be FCC regulation that the ads had to be at the same level as the rest of the programming.
Yes.
Because if they were increased in volume, that was called pegging. And it was illegal that your station could get fined for it. Mm-hmm. And rightfully so.
I don't know how that's not a thing now.
I don't know what the hell has happened. FCC, new dude, I would like to think that some of these things that they would, turn radio stations back over to the public. Every now and then over on X, I will sit there and go, hey, it would be really nice if you put the regulations back to where somebody could only own either two, you could own two small stations or one huge station as far as wattage and stuff per market, instead of 6 people owning everything, and that they fast-tracked 20 stations to George Soros.
Oh, shit. That's a whole thing.
Yeah. And this was one of the things also, it used to be that DJs back in the day, that they could pick new music. And it got to where the station owners and stuff, they did not want DJs. They wanted announcers.
Yeah.
Because they were easily replaced. Mm-hmm. So and the new music, there was no new music.
Right.
That you had these program directors that were usually some of the biggest pricks that you will ever meet. At least the ones I have dealt with were. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can't play. You've got to have this. We're going to do this. You have this rotation.
And it became to the point where they're just playing the top 5, top 100.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so then they went to the automation, which is just stupid. Uh-huh. Why would I listen to that? I mean, I do pay for Spotify.
And what do they play now on the radio? Top 100s.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And with the oldies, it's the same one top 100s from then.
And there's so many wonderful songs that are out there. And that if you knew the music, if you loved the music, let somebody that loves the music get in there and be good at it.
Yeah.
To introduce new artists or old artists to a new audience.
Is Sirius XM still a thing?
I don't even know.
Well, if it is, I know on there, like there were stations, at least when Jenna Marbles, did her little radio thing there, she would introduce new music and stuff like that. So and that was awesome, hearing a lot of new stuff that other radio stations do not play.
Right.
But then again, like Sirius XM is something that you got to subscribe to.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard anything. The only service like that has been Spotify.
Yeah.
I think they've pretty well cornered the market on a lot of that.
I think so too. But also on Spotify, like it's very difficult to find new stuff on there.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to find the stuff that you're actually genuinely looking for.
Absolutely.
Because you get a lot of just shit.
You get a lot of mixes that were not the originals.
Yeah.
If it's their suggestions, it's the same shit over and over and over. There's no variation to it. And it's like, what's the point? Mm-hmm. So you have to try to go in there and dig for yourself. Which I don't, if I've got the time to do that, I don't mind doing that.
Right.
But, YouTube was great in the fact that it used to be that you could have a lineup, and Kid and I would do that often. We would have videos for hours and just sit here and jam out and talk about the different videos and stuff. You can't do any of that now.
Yeah, because of the ads.
Yeah.
At one point, the ads did not bombard you.
They
would allow like 5 videos to play in a row, and then they would play an ad or something like that. And then it would just continue on. But this time, you got ads in the beginning of the video. You got ads at the end of the video. And it's from front to back to back songs.
Yeah.
You got ads interrupting some songs.
And the recommendations, it's the same shit over and over and over. So it is hard for, if it is a new artist or something. Tom MacDonald has been one of the best as far as his marketing campaign. Mm-hmm. And Tom MacDonald he's usually rap, but he also has branched out into some other stuff. And really good. He was the one that did the rap video with Roseanne Barr, which was hilarious.
Yeah. That was funny, but it was good.
Mm-hmm. He is not a stupid man, and he's somebody that people would discount because his face all tatted up. He got even his eyelids tatted, and I'm thinking, how the hell would you lay there for somebody to tattoo your eyelid?
Literally, that would be kind of scary.
Yeah,
but also I know someone that has got their eyelids tattooed, but it's makeup version. Well,
that's different than,
Tattooed
but anyhow,
eyeliner.
Don't judge a book by their cover, especially if it's, somebody like Jelly Roll or something.
Yeah.
That they've got some of the facial tattoos. I'm not a fan of the facial tattoos, but hell, whatever.
Some of them just flat out look ugly.
Yeah. But he has had some really good content. He's really smart with his marketing. Mm-hmm. Because he will have YouTube shorts. He will, I don't know if he pays to promote his videos there on YouTube. He will, as far as on X. There's some of these people that are doing it right. They understand how marketing needs to be done in today's world. Mm-hmm. And then there's other ones that they don't.
Nope.
But yeah, we just... Where is the new version of MTV?
Literally. Do y'all know where to find new music? Because lately, legitimately, the way that I found new music, just two songs, was us walking through Food City. Mm-hmm. And I had to pull out the fucking SoundHound app or something like that.
Okay.
To figure out what songs they were. And if you're not quick enough because you're enjoying the music... You don't know.
Yeah. And that was the wonderful thing about Fuse, because they had, it was places, they had one that was a world music.
Yeah.
That used to come on Sunday nights. I loved that. And just different genres that we didn't have access to. Right. It was stuff that wasn't necessarily here in the States. It was like when the Rasmus came out. And it's like, oh my God, they were great.
Yeah.
And HIM, HIM, back in the day, I had already been listening to them for a couple of years before they ever got any notoriety here in the States. Mm-hmm. Ville Valo, oh my God, he was just amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah.
Still.
You found him on LimeWire, I bet.
No, it was on Fuse.
Really? Is that before and that was before he got big over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn it, bring Fuse back.
Yeah, they were really good. And like I said, the fact that you could listen to world music, just about anything that, I don't like rap. It's just not my genre. And I mean, I can, if it was back in MC Hammer, times, I could deal with that. But the subject matter on some of the songs, whether it's rap or some of this other stuff, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't want that in my spirit.
No. I don't want to hear some of the shit that's in pop music right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's just insanity.
Yeah.
There's got to be people out there that's making good quality music and good quality videos. And that's like we were talking about. We were watching, it was Genesis, Phil Collins, I Can't Dance. God, he was adorable. And Peter Gabriel's Sledgehammer. Good, interesting videos. Tom Petty.
Yeah, Tom Petty's really good. They might be giants. Little birdhouse in your soul. The only modern musical artist that I can think of that's making music that even remotely has the similar vibe to stuff that came out in the late 80s and 90s is, I think his name is DJ-O.
Okay.
And he had the song Gloom or something like that. But it was a good song. I'll play it for you after.
Okay.
But like, it's sort of upbeat, but I don't know how to describe it. But he's the only one that I've found over these last few years that has even remotely an essence of that shit.
Well, and I think part of it, I mean, music reflects the culture.
Yeah. And what does it say now? But that's also like, because people have realized, and this is also them going away from modern music a lot of the time, or at least stuff that is by big studios, big Hollywood or major record labels, is because they've realized that it's not reflecting the time.
Exactly. Well, and there has been so much, the controversy about the gatekeepers of those industries. That's been huge.
Yeah.
People knew that it was just unspoken, but it needed to be talked about.
It needed to be exposed.
I mean, it's old school as far as the casting couch and selling your soul ever since, Robert Johnson at the Crossroads.
Yeah.
I mean, that type of thing. And it's just like, no. There needs to be a way that you can make music, be heard, and still have dignity and ethics and morals.
It's just a lot of people in the industry do not have morals.
Well, no, they don't. But people have a way to bypass the industry at this point.
They do.
But there still needs to be some kind of concentrated, some kind of platform. I don't care if it's Rumble or whoever. That would be a wonderful thing for Rumble or for BitChute to start, to have a video section that has new artists and stuff.
Well, YouTube at one point had, that was like their own thing. It was Vivo, and then it got absolved by YouTube or something like that. And then TikTok came along. That was supposed to be a good platform to promote your business or art or stuff like that, or music. And they're purposefully burying a lot of musicians.
Yeah.
And that's not right.
No.
Like, literally, no joke, they are hijacking their views. They are cutting their views at a certain point.
Right.
And not pushing the videos out. Literally, what's the word I'm looking for?
Throttling?
They are throttling them.
Well, they do that. I mean, shit, who knows why they do what they do. And it's like, the pay to play type thing. It's like, oh yeah, cross our palms with silver and you can get views.
It's like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like, no. I mean, that's cheating.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that they do it. It means that much to them. And it's like, okay, whatever. But that one dude that is over Rumble, Chris something, is on X quite frequently. And so, hell, next time I see him post something, I very well may propose to him. It's like, hey, I get it. You're doing with the podcast and you're doing with the gaming and stuff. Why not do this also? Why not have a section, be the new MTV to highlight new artists, new videos, new music?
Mm-hmm. Promote the indie artists.
Uh-huh. I mean, what's he going to do? He can't, other than tell me no.
Yeah. Literally. That's the worst that could happen.
Yeah. I mean, they just don't say anything, but it's like, it's out there. And maybe somebody else could read it and go, you know what? That's a damn good idea.
Yeah.
We need that.
Mm-hmm. We do need that.
So, everybody's having, well, you too can build a little birdhouse in your soul.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't even
Is
matter.
that like a little safety house?
I have no idea. I never looked into it. I just left it as it was. I wanted it to be simple. Yes.
Yep.
Everybody's doing the paranormal and supernatural. Everybody.
Yep.
You want to tell them where we're at?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, Rolanda, COCWS. You can check me out on there too, that Alien Sable.
Yeah. Listen to some good music.
Yes.
Go listen to some Tom Petty,
Mm-hmm.
Last Dance with Mary Jane.
The Last Dance with Mary Jane.
So many. He was such a hoot. His videos were so good.
Yeah.
Very tongue-in-cheek. That or Possum Kingdom, you can listen to that. I need to make playlists over on Spotify. I really do. I mean, I've got a couple of playlists, but nothing. I need to really make a concerted effort to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am over there on Spotify as far as just,
I've been
playlist.
Yeah. I've been very lenient as far as my Spotify playlist making lately.
Yeah, I think it's like anything else. You take moods to do it.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, know that you are loved.
Mm-hmm.
Treat other people the way you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.